In this video, we are going to find the domain of f of x equals the square root of 4 plus 5x all over the square root of x minus 2. And we're going to write our answer in interval notation. So how do we go about finding the domain of this function? Well, we see that we have a square root in the numerator and a square root in the denominator. So there's two things we want to check. First, if we look at the numerator, we want to make sure that everything under the square root is greater than or equal to 0. So we want to check that 4 plus 5x is greater than or equal to 0. So I can subtract 4 from both sides to get 5x is greater than or equal to minus 4, and then I can divide both sides by 5 to get that x is greater than or equal to minus 4 over 5. Great, so that's one condition. Now the next condition I want to check is that the denominator is not 0. So I want that the square root of x minus 2 is not 0. And I also, since we have a square root, want to make sure that x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. But since it's in the denominator, we don't want it equal to 0. So what am I basically checking? I'm checking that x minus 2 is strictly greater than 0. So I can add 2 to both sides and get that x is greater than 2. So now I have these two conditions to put together. I know that x is greater than or equal to minus 4/5, and x must be greater than 2. Now notice 2 is greater than minus 4/5, so really our answer is just going to be x is greater than 2. So how do we write that in interval notation? Well, it does not equal 2, so we need a curved bracket for 2, and then it goes to infinity because we want everything greater than 2. So this is our final answer. If this video was helpful, feel free to like and subscribe.